For the handstand, getting the hands to the floor on the kick up is a really important part. A lot of people have a tendency to either reach their hands too far away from their front foot or they put their hands too far underneath their body. Both of these is a disadvantage. Let me show you why. If I reach my hands too far out, I'm going to lose some momentum because my hands hit the ground really hard. Anytime you hear your hands hitting the ground hard, it is momentum leaving the movement. So we don't want to hear any noise, but also putting your hands too close creates a shoulder angle where my shoulders are past my hands. This puts a lot of body weight into the shoulders, and it's going to be hard for me to maintain position without collapsing on my head as I go into the handstand. And so what we want to do is reach our hands out just a little bit further past our shoulders. If you look from the vertical position as the camera is set up here. As I'm going from this position, I don't want to reach my hands under, I want to reach them slightly out in front. This is similar to pole vaulting, if you want to think about it that way, having the pole out in front of the athlete so they can put pressure into the floor. And from here, as I push into it, I'm going to allow my shoulders to rock forward over my fingertips. So my hands started out in front of my shoulder, and then as I push, my shoulders go over my fingertips. But you never want the shoulders to go all the way past the hands because then you have too much bend in your shoulder and you're likely to fall on your face. So we go from this position, reach the hands out, and push. Now, also related to this is the head position. And the head position on a handstand is also very important. When you are going into the handstand, if you tuck your head down like you're doing a completely extended shoulder position, this is a very weak position for the upper body. So you think, oh, well, when I do a split jerk or whatever, and your arms are overhead, you want to push your head through and you find that extension in the shoulders. Yes, under those conditions, this is great. But with the handstand, what we want to make sure that we're doing is keeping our head looking at the hands. When we do this, there is a difference in the scapular position. So if we're thinking about our scaps, having our hands in front of us brings the scaps around, so your armpit is facing the floor. It's facing forward, and your elbows are also facing forward. As soon as you allow the elbows to go backward and the arms to come this way, your scaps move all the way up to the top by your neck, and now you're supporting all of your body weight as you go into the handstand with just your traps. This is a very weak muscle in this position, and let me show you with an example. Try this with a dumbbell and see which one feels stronger. Okay, so I have this 10-kilo dumbbell, and what I'm gonna do is two different positions, just what I was saying with the arm. So first position, we're going to hold the dumbbell overhead and create some weight leaning onto it, because this is what it'll feel like. We're gonna be in this position, and we're gonna see how hard or how easy it is to hold the dumbbell behind my head as I lean forward. You can see that I'm shaking, and this is relatively difficult. Maybe I'm just not that strong. But the other option is we're going to have this position where I can see it, and now we lean forward and let the weight bear down, and this is a lot easier to hold. Because I'm holding with my shoulder muscles instead of my upper back, I can hold more weight, and that's what we want in this position going into the handstand. So while you're going into the handstand, make sure that you are looking at the floor and your hands are in front of you. Should be very much like this, maybe even a slight arch in the upper back with your chest facing the floor. From here into this position. This also gives me room to move if I need to make an adjustment by pushing my shoulders through to maintain the balance. But if my head is under, then I'm not going to have the opportunity. Here's the head under into the handstand with the upper trap doing all the work, and what I don't recommend. There's a lot of stress up near my neck. It's not good. You'll see some people in the gym doing it. This is a good thing for them to fix as soon as possible. And yeah, there you go. So keep your head looking at your hands while you're going into it, because it places the scaps in the correct position for you to be able to maintain more strength in your shoulders and even a little bit in your upper pec while you go into the handstand.